Hello, I'm Orange, and I just finished watching the season 27 premiere of South Park, and I definitely have my thoughts on it. Let's first cover the things I personally liked. I actually liked the Cartman B plot in this episode. Cartman losing that sense of purpose because woke is gone, and his whole thing is I'm the one person who's anti woke. But now that everyone else is anti woke, then I have no special place in this world. And he has that crisis of meaning. And in a true Cartman way, he drags Butter into it and also forces him into a very self-deletion first 90 seconds of the YouTube video. So I have to say that self-deletion position where it was revealed that, oh yeah, they try to use carbon monoxide, but they're an electric car, so that's not gonna do anything. And I thought that was a pretty neat little plot. Another detail I liked was the thing where Randy was talking to Chat GPT on his phone or Grok, maybe. I don't know which one, but and asking it for advice and acting like it's his companion when his actual wife was right there scowling at him. I thought that was a pretty funny little gag too. Now we're gonna have to cover the whole meat and potatoes of this episode here, and it's gonna be interesting to see how things develop onward, but I'm kind of more pessimistic than optimistic. And it's really more because you can tell what was added in the last 2 weeks. Because again, this episode was supposed to air 2 weeks ago, and you can tell which details were added, especially the more symbolic part of this episode. So ultimately, this is not really a spoiler. If you're an old South Park fan, you know that the quote unquote Donald Trump is Saddam Hussein in disguise, as evidenced by the line that Satan says about, "Oh, you remind me of someone I really, really hated from the past." That is in reference to Saddam Hussein. The voice is the exact same. It's that reveal at the end of the season is gonna be, "Oh, it's Saddam Hussein was the president of the United States this whole time, and he's working this angle or something, and it involves suing everyone." And what really I may think maybe made this a pretty ultimately a weak episode is the fact that the whole thing at the end was just more of a thinly veiled, it was really just with the concerns. I could go all day describing this whole situation, but the whole issue that Matt Stone and Trey Parker have had with Paramount and specifically talking about it, and they're kind of vaguely trying to be like, "Oh, it's Trump suing Paramount's the reason why." I don't want to get into that because that's a whole bunch of legal stuff, mumbo jumbo and stuff. But there, like I said, that's part of the reason why this show was delayed 2 weeks in the start of season 27. I think we're at this point. And at the end of the episode, you had that whole, you had the whole AI video of oh, Trump walking naked in the desert thing, which I mean, it just felt like they created an asset like a few months ago and were like, "Oh, let's put it in somewhere." So they just had to kind of shoehorn it in at the end of the episode. Ultimately, again, and this falls into the South Park curse of having very, very weak first episodes of each season, which I believe ultimately continued onward. So to sum up all parts, pretty strong B plot, but the A plot, which will be definitely continuing for us this season, feels feels more weak than strong and something I'm not particularly optimistic about, because at the same time, it's really just the whole thing is just them gonna be ranting about Paramount. That's really what this whole season's gonna ultimately be, and "Oh, no, 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 but, Paramount's Trump and Trump is Saddam Hussein." But it's all Paramount. You realize that, right? This is all about Paramount. And of course, you get the reveal earlier today that oh, Paramount Plus will get the streaming rights to all the South Park episodes. But ultimately, all this was just a giant mess, and a giant mess that carried over into this episode. I know some of you will probably disagree with my opinion. You're free to. It's a free country. And if you like it, if you hate it, I like to hear your opinions and your comments down below. If you like this video, I sure hope you like and subscribe. I'm Super Orange Cat, and that is all.